everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of 5 Questions with Wrestling Rampage. Gotta get him interested.
Yes.
5 Questions with Wrestling Rampage. The 3 amigos are back in this bitch.
That's right. We are back.
He had to get his attention over here.
We're back with this edition of 5 Questions. That's when we answer your guys' questions.
I know you guys them honey buns in the cabinet.
I'll need another one.
I'm thinking about Tender Touch.
We're gonna sit there in your goddamn undies and play goddamn Red Dead all day.
Squeeze the nurse's ass as they go by in Tender Touch.
Where's my dinner?
Where's my damn dinner, motherfucker?
But Mickey D's for you.
That's alright. I'll eat fucking chicken noodle soup.
Anyway, we're back with this edition of 5 Questions with WR. That's when we answer your guys' questions that you guys send in. Send in questions like crazy.
Like another first straw.
Trying to keep up with you guys. I'll go ahead and start this one with, if you want to ask a question.
No noodles or not.
If you want to ask a question, the way you do it is in the comment section down below, not on Twitter, not on Instagram, not on Facebook.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah, what the fuck are you looking at, motherfucker? And don't.
I'm looking at me.
I see you over there. What are you doing? Looking like this?
I was looking at him because he was laughing. I didn't see what he was laughing at.
I just told you what I was laughing about.
Don't put them on those social media platforms because honestly, guys, those get lost in the shuffle. So that's why you have to do it in the comments down below.
It's easier. Makes everything easier when you do it in the comments down below.
Let's do it here or Tender Touch.
Let's go and get started.
Yeah.
All 5 questions are asked by Jason Peck. I have your Super Nintendo, Jack Nicholson's Super Nintendo. If you want it, just let me know.
The game sucks.
And the game sucks. I see why you sold it
from the Charles selection.
From the Charles selection. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah. Jason's first question is, what do you think of Bryan Adams? Do you think he could have been a WWF Intercontinental Champion, or when he was in WCW, almost dropped the pin? The U.S. Champion.
Be careful of that pin.
Yes.
Thoughts on Bryan Adams?
These are hard to come by.
Yeah, they are.
10 for $1.
Yeah. I need to get some more pins.
Yeah.
Almost out.
Mine's always dried up.
Dried up.
Because I don't use them much.
I know. I'm the one doing the writing.
Well, you never let me write anything.
Bryan Adams.
Alright, Bryan, he never lets me contribute anything. That's why when I think of the video, it goes down faster. So.
That's a lie.
I know that's true.
That's a lie.
And, but about Bryan Adams.
I think of the video, they tell me to forget.
Thoughts on Bryan Adams. Great worker, great size. Not that good at promos, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, promos was kind of a lacquer.
I think that's why he should have had a manager. I think that's why he had Mr. Fuji with him at that time. And Mr. Fuji wasn't good at promos either. He was good for Yokozuna though.
Yeah.
A Crush, no. But now when he was in WWF, he did have an Intercontinental Championship match.
Was this when he was Kona Crush?
Yeah, when he was wearing the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where he did have an Intercontinental title match with Shawn Michaels at King of the Ring 1993, and that was the only time I've seen him have an Intercontinental title shot.
Yeah.
And of course, he lost.
Well, we do know that he was tag team champions in Demolition.
Yeah, he was tag team champions with Smash or Demolition, and but I thought Crush was a good worker. Now, when he showed up at WCW, I knew he wasn't going to be no champion.
Yeah.
He's an NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I remember him mainly being on fucking Saturday Night.
Worldwide.
Or Worldwide. He'll be on a Thunder.
Every once in a while.
And
Nitro, I never really seen him on Nitros.
He'll rarely be on Nitro. But I knew he wasn't going to win no championships.
Yeah.
Especially in WCW.
Well, he did win the tag team titles.
He did win the WCW tag team titles at the bitter end of WCW with Brian Clark as Chronic.
Chronic.
I actually enjoyed that team in WCW.
Yeah.
And when they showed up at WWF, not so much.
I don't know what happened.
I don't either. It worked pretty good in WCW. I don't know what the fuck the problem was.
Yeah. Maybe just working with people that weren't...
They were working with people the same size as Kane and The Undertaker, though.
Exactly.
Maybe that could have been the problem.
That was probably the problem.
So.
They had to work with smaller guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it for me.
Pops, Bryan Adams.
Well, I think the number one thing was the promo thing that kept him down a little bit because he couldn't do good promos. Like Tommy said, they got him with Fuji, which was just about as bad. But you know, I really.
Well, they also had Jim Cornette there too.
Yeah, but he wasn't with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been with Yoko.
I think mostly it was the powers that be of the company. You know, the big top dogs. Big top dogs gonna keep you down if they don't want you.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion of how everything went.
Did you like Bryan Adams?
I didn't have nothing. I thought he was a good worker. I mean, you know, he was part of Demolition, which was a good tag team. But after that right there,
he took a Bill Eadie spot.
Yeah.
After that
Bill Eadie was getting older at that time.
After that right there ran its course. You see what happened.
I mean, Bryan Adams had, like Tommy said, a good size, decent in the ring. Promo's a little lacking. I mean, sometimes he cut a decent promo.
Yeah.
And then of course, you know, like I will say this: I enjoyed more of his WWF run
more than his WCW
run.
Yeah.
Once again, he was lost in that shuffle in the NWO, and then he also got fucking regulated to the B team.
Yeah. That ain't gonna get you anywhere.
So that didn't fucking get you anywhere.
That's not gonna get you anywhere.
And I was glad when he broke away from the NWO and ended up being with Chronic with Brian Clark.
Yeah, I thought they were a good tag team.
And I thought they were a good tag team. I really did. You know, not one of my favorite tag teams or anything, but I thought they were a decent tag team.
Yeah.
And they did win the WCW tag team titles, and yeah. So I mean, him being U.S. champion. Like Tommy says, I didn't think he was going to win anything in WCW. I'm surprised he won the tag team titles in WCW. And then WWF, like you said, like Tommy said, Intercontinental Championship match against Shawn, but he didn't win. And then also, you got to realize this too. I mean, around that time, there was a lot of better wrestlers.
Yeah.
In the WWF at that time, in the early '90s. Let's go ahead and go with the next question. Do you think WWF ruined Terry Taylor by making him the Red Rooster?
Do I think the WWF ruined Terry Taylor for making him the Red Rooster? I think Terry Taylor ruined Terry Taylor.
Same. Now, don't get me wrong. The fucking gimmick was rotten as fuck.
Yeah, the gimmick was rotten as fuck.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to, he could have got that gimmick over. And look what Dusty Rhodes did. When they told him, you're going to wear fucking polka dots.
You're going to be the common man.
You're going to be the common man. You're going to wear polka dots. And fucking, he got that thing over. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was embarrassing. But he got it over. He made a lot of money with it. Mm-hmm. Fucking, Terry Taylor could have done the Red Rooster. He could have fucking got that gimmick over. He could have dressed as a fucking rooster or whatever. He could be Rooster Cockburn or whatever the fuck he wanted to be. See? But nah.
One of Pop's favorite movies, Rooster Cockburn.
Rooster Cockburn. John Wayne.
He could have fucking got the Red Rooster gimmick over, but he didn't. All he did was paint his fucking hair red.
Mm-hmm.
And wore red tights.
Wore red tights.
If you wore white, maybe you would have got past it.
Well,
am I right?
Well, like a chicken.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Let's go the full thing. Maybe if it got tights, it looks like a feet of the chicken.
You know, he could have got a rooster on the ass of his tights, or fucking had Rooster.
Why was Bobby Heenan?
Well, that was in '89. I don't know why the fuck Bobby Heenan was with it.
Exactly. That's why
when he was a heel, it's a Red Rooster. I don't understand.
Yeah,
that.
like why was Bobby Heenan with?
I have no idea.
He could have gotten that gimmick over, but no, he just half-assed it.
Which I think is what.
He goes, oh man, is this what I got to do? He started pouting about it. Well, don't pout like a bitch like you are, Terry. I like you. You're a good worker, but you're and
I liked him in the UWF.
Yeah, in UWF you were great. You're a good worker. He is. But if someone tells you this is your gimmick, you got to do something with it. You can't just fucking. Can't be a fucking Devin Nicholson and not give it and not throw it in.
When you said that, I was like, is he being Hannibal right
Yeah, well, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you can't fucking. Am I right?
Well, you're right, but I want to say this. You mentioned Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes was the common man way before.
Yeah, but they put
way before he wore the cotton. Yeah, way before he wore the polka dots.
But that wasn't Dusty Rhodes. See, in WWF. You see, they told him we're gonna put you in polka dots. not with DR on it.
Yeah, but he
got the gimmick over.
Well, he got the gimmick over because he was especially a common man. Even where he come from.
I also think what actually helped Dusty when he was in WWF is because people remember Dusty from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he was a big star in the in the 70s.
Yeah.
Especially in Florida.
Yeah, but
so and eventually coming off Crockett TV. He still was a big star.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's also what helped Dusty out.
Well, yeah, that helped Dusty out to a degree, but goddamn, if someone gives you a fucking gimmick, and if you don't like the gimmick, well, how about you just fucking suck it up to the fucking, wazoo it to the fucking creator and go, okay, bitch, I'll get it over.
Well,
no, he didn't do that. Well, is this what I gotta do?
Well, too.
Out like a fucking red rooster bitch.
You know.
But he'll go
to Dave Meltzer and fucking tell everybody what everyone's doing.
Well, you know.
I like you, Terry, but I'm just tell the facts.
Sometimes the creative people are fucking ignorant too. They give you fucking shitty ass gimmicks, which has ruined a lot of people's careers. Let's just put it that way.
Well, yeah, but some people.
Do you think it ruined Terry's career?
I think Terry though I'm gonna be totally honest. I think Terry is a cocksucker.
You think so?
I think he's a cocksucker. I think he
cocksucker.
Cocksucker. He
is cocksucker.
Yeah, you know, and I think he gets on a boat with anybody that's gonna do a little boat swing with him. Just like the man that writes Dirty Sheets.
My thing is I've never seen Terry Taylor going to be a big star anyway. I always thought he was going to be.
He was at where he was, like Intercontinental or US or TV.
I don't think he was going to pass mid card.
No.
And that's me personally. I don't think Terry Taylor was ever going to pass mid card.
Well, and tag team champion. You know, I see him in that light.
So I'd never seen him that he was going to be this fucking grandiose fucking world champion or a big fucking name or anything.
No, I didn't see that
So I didn't give a fuck if he was Red Rooster or not.
Yeah, but here's the thing: even if you're going to be a mid-card, you can still get that gimmick over. Fuck, like stop half-assing. And then another thing about fucking Terry Taylor.
Well, why didn't
his boy is Meltzer?
Why didn't you just dress him up as the gobbledygooker? Why didn't you do that?
At least he did something for Hector.
Walk in the ring and peck a little while.
Well, fuck, at least Hector had fun with it.
The new crisscross with Eugene, baby.
That's better than fucking what Terry Taylor did. He wouldn't even do the rooster right. He'd just go. What's that? A dead rooster?
Yeah. Somebody wrung that motherfucker's neck.
No,
but anyway.
we actually about a block away. We actually have neighbors about a block away. They actually have roosters, and around 5 or 6 a.m. you'll hear them. Holy shit!
Yeah, Terry's sound like a fucking dead rooster. What the fuck?
You gotta get into it, man.
If you're gonna do the rooster crow, you gotta do it like a real rooster.
But you know,
but that's the thing. Terry Taylor's a fucking dirt sheet fucking lover.
Me though,
that's the only problem I have.
To be honest, and me though, if I was wrestling, they gave me that fucking game, I'd have to see y'all later. I'll say I'm big star for do that shit. Fuck you.
Let's go with the next question. Asked by Jason Peck. Was Wade Barrett done wrong by WWE? Could he have been a world champion?
Who asked this question?
Jason.
Jason Peck, where the fuck do you get off saying that Wade Barrett was going to be world champion?
He was a swag man.
Let me tell you something. Wade Barrett, I got fucking so sick and tired of seeing this fucking Dumbo-eared motherfucker.
We should say, we seen him in OVW.
And he sucked there too.
As a Stu Sanders.
And he sucked there too.
Which Potts calls him swag man.
He walk around the ring. He walk around the ring just like he's swagging around, like he's somebody.
And you learned it from Moxley.
Yeah. He watched the
John Moxley.
And the first time I seen that motherfucker, even before he went to WWE Nexus or whatever the motherfucker did, I know a lot about the motherfucker. I said to myself, who's this swag motherfucker? That's exactly the words I said.
Remember when he watched NXT when they were doing the Wild and Young? Dad goes, is that fucking swag man there?
That's what I said. I knew that motherfucker. That fucking swag man there.
Yeah, we seen the first season of NXT. We're going
Well,
watch
had
it.
Daniel Bryan and Heath Slater.
And then it brought out Wade Barrett, and Dad goes, is that fucking swag man?
What the? And I said to myself, hey, I said to myself, damn it. I said to myself, well, WWE is getting the fucking bottom of the barrel kind of people now, ain't
That's
they?
fucking hilarious. Is that fucking swag?
If I was a fucking wrestler, I could probably go there. A swag man can get there, I can get there. But I'm not a wrestler.
I'm going to tell you right now, when I saw Wade Barrett, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy, when I seen him with the Nexus, I didn't give a fuck about the Nexus. The only one I liked was Daniel Bryan. Once he was gone, I was like, fuck the Nexus. Especially Ryback's one.
And me and Tommy know this personally because we just got done watching 2010.
Yeah.
And we're almost done with
And
2011.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see him in this main event push for fucking with Cena and fucking Orton. I was like, why the fuck are they giving this idiot an opportunity for? Why are they giving fucking Dumbo his opportunity? He fucking sucks. And boy, Randy Orton and John Cena, I felt sorry for them too.
Did you like the one, the video game?
Oh yeah, bragging rights. Here's Randy Orton holding the WWE Championship. Let's get a creative superstar Wade Barrett. Look like shit.
Let's do a creative superstar at Wade Barrett.
And it looked like shit. And did you see the logo was the WWE logo?
Yeah.
It looked like shit.
Yeah.
And fucking, and then after the Nexus, after he lost, people like Cena buried him at SummerSlam. I didn't give a fuck about the Nexus to begin with.
Me and Tommy actually, we just got finished about maybe 6 months ago watching 2010, and we watched the rise and fall of Wade Barrett. Listen, he's okay in the ring.
That's it. Okay.
And that's it. Can cut
because every match I seen of him always sucked.
I'll give him he can cut a decent promo, decent, not a good one, a decent one.
He can get by with promo, but
in the ring, boy,
it's just like I just don't see where he could have been a top guy.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
And people say oh man, John Cena buried these
Who do you?
guys.
Let me ask you a question.
Fuck him.
Who in the fuck do you think was gonna go over? Who the fuck do you really think was gonna go
everyone
over?
was fucking ranting and raving about the John Cena killed the Nexus. Well, the Nexus deserved to get killed anyway because they fucking suck. Every fucking one of them.
Because they were wild. Yeah.
They weren't wild. They were young, but they weren't wild.
If you people,
you beat up the legends.
I'm gonna say this.
To impress me, everyone beat up legends.
If you people think Swag Man, if you people thought Swag Man was gonna go over against Cena, let me just right here. I need money.
And fucking.
Let me be the con man, and you give me money.
Yeah, why don't you be the John Cena in the thing?
Yeah, fuck. I'll be like, help me now, please. This goddamn Randy Orton and John Cena both had to work with this motherfucker, and they both had horrible fucking matches with him.
Yeah.
And people say, well, John Cena and Randy Orton, they're not that good either. Well, here's the thing: they're way better than fucking Barrett. And I'm sorry, Randy Orton and Cena could actually put on decent matches. If you put them in the ring with people that fucking do shit, but goddamn, once he does, and then after he lead the Nexus, we had the Apple Core. You know that Apple Core? You know that fart? You want that way? Because that's the way it felt to me. Because the Apple Core sucked too. And I just didn't like anything associated with Wade Barrett. And when he joined the League of Nations with fucking Sheamus and Rusev and who the fuck else it was? Oh, Del Rio, another shitty road winner. Fucking both of them suck. They deserved it.
I'm going to tell you
and
this.
Fuck, it would have been
about Barrett.
And the flag would be Mexican and British here.
I didn't know,
Call it the British Mexican.
until I seen that son bitch on NXT.
And now he's a fucking announcer in NXT. He ain't good at that either.
With Nexus there, with that shit there, and I'm like, damn, they'll put anybody. Damn, WWE must be desperate
And
to
that's
put anybody on TV
He
now.
showed up on NWA and took Cornette's spot, right?
Yeah.
He sucked there.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a poor man's replacement. I'd rather listen to Tim Storm, because at least he was good.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
He was pretty good on commentary.
Yeah, I
I was like,
that.
why the fuck you replace like that? Because I remember before Barrett, it was Tim Storm.
Yeah.
That was doing the commentary when Cornette was gone, unfortunately.
For the joke.
Yeah, like I heard worse.
Oh yeah, I've definitely heard worse.
I'm being honest. And Tim Storm and
Joe Galley.
Yeah, Joe Galley I thought they were a good commentary team.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, yeah, and then they're we got a new commentator. I was like, okay, who is this? Is it Tim Storm forever? Because let me tell you, he's great. Hey, here's I forgot what the
Stu Bennett.
Stu Bennett is the name, and I was like,
That's the swag man.
what the fuck is he on commentary? And then I see him in NXT. I said, goddamn, you're just as bad as you were in NWA. Get the fuck off here, Stewie. Because I'm fucking tired of you. I'm sorry, he sucks on commentary.
He does.
And some wrestlers are like that.
Yeah.
And he's one of them. Now, I enjoyed Tim Storm on commentary. Because he actually could understand the NWA style. Like, he knew everything about NWA, and that's why I liked him.
Yeah.
He knew everything about about it.
Mm-hmm.
Barrett didn't know shit.
Of course he did.
We just go here, it's about the 10 pounds of gold. Is that all you can say, Stu?
well, let's go ahead and go with the next
let's
question.
go.
Next question, guys, is what do you think of Bill Dundee as Lord Steven Ringle's manager in WCW?
Thoughts on Bill Dundee as Lord Steven Regal's manager?
We should mention he didn't go by Bill Dundee.
No, he went by Sir William.
Sir William.
I'll be honest, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed him and I enjoyed Bill Dundee and William Regal together. They had good chemistry, actually.
Yeah.
And even though Bill Dundee's Australian.
Yeah, he's not British.
No, he's not British, but
He's from Australia.
he's from Australia. And William Regal's from Lord Steven Regal's from England. But he looked like an Englishman.
He did, actually.
Yeah, they dressed him up pretty good.
So, and I actually enjoyed them as the manager.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed every Lord Steven Regal match. So I've always been a William Regal fan.
Oh, yeah.
So I really enjoyed it.
No doubt. Same. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I mean, like at the time, Bill Dundee was kind of taking it easy on his body and stuff, and he was more into booking and managing more than he was around that time. So I could understand it. It was a little weird to see Bill Dundee as a manager at WCW.
Yeah.
But it was cool nonetheless.
Yeah.
Pops.
It was all right.
At least he was on like worldwide television.
Yeah,
at least.
Bill at that right there time was getting the age on him, and his body was kind of, I would say.
I mean, even to this day, he still wrestles.
Yeah, he was still good. I mean, he just. I guess he just felt like to give the body a rest, and he really and did good for somebody like William Regal to be with somebody like Bill Dundee, because at that right there time, William Regal, he was young at that right there time.
He was pretty young, as well as literally he just came from England, not a few years before that.
And who would he be better to learn from?
Mm-hmm.
Bill Dundee, he'd been around for years, and hell, and I think William Regal, appreciated, because I'm pretty sure, that Bill taught him, told him a few things to do.
Yes, especially for here in the States, because I mean, of course, Bill came from Australia, so it'd be nice for somebody that came from a different country to learn more of the American style and what you could do over here.
Yep. So I think it was a good combination.
Let's go ahead and go with the last question for this edition of 5 Questions, asked by Jason Peck. What if Vader never left WCW for the WWF? Would he have done better staying in WCW?
Well, if Vader didn't leave, when did he leave the WWE? The WCW, 96 or 95?
It's one of the two. I think it was
Yeah.
95.
And yeah, and he showed up in
Like late 95.
He showed up in WWF in what, 96?
96,
Because I remember he was a surprise entry in the Royal Rumble. They hyped him up,
yeah.
which was cool. I was like, oh shit, we got Vader.
Yeah.
And I was happy
Yeah.
because I've always liked Vader. He's a tough, road bugging, tough guy,
Well, big motherfucker, too.
and I love how he lays it in.
Lady!
Sean didn't appreciate it, but I did.
Well, Sean didn't appreciate it.
Oh no, he don't. All he appreciated was himself and his cookies
And his pills.
and his pills, yeah, and his cookies.
And the cookies.
Yeah, you gotta love the cookies.
And the cookies.
Little Dutch mate gotta be there. Ain't that right, Sean? Old buddy Hickey. Now everyone calls him Old Hickey because of me. I'm the one who called him Old Hickey, and now everyone calls him Old Hickey.
Old Hickey.
And fucking, but Vader, you know, he was in WCW. He was WCW champion.
Mm-hmm.
He won the U.S. title in the WCW. And always had good matches with Sting. Had good matches
Flair?
with Flair. You know, he always had good matches with anybody. And then the fateful day came.
Oh, the faithful.
Hulk Hogan signed with WCW. I was like, well, here we go.
I remember that fateful day.
I remember that fateful day.
Hulkster rolling around with the Hulkster fucking
Yeah, the
Corvette.
Hulkster fucking car, and he's fucking riding, and fucking you hear Gene Okerlund, one of the greatest calls. Eric Bischoff, the greatest day in WCW history. I don't think so, Gene. But that's me. And of course they had to do it in Disney World because no one did like fucking Hogan at this time because it's like oh we got Hogan. Are we getting the same routine we did in New York? Yep.
That's what Kevin Sullivan said. He goes, well, they're good dude, fucking do Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. The only reason they did it in MGM was because they knew they'd cheer.
Yeah.
They did it somewhere else, and they were going to get boos. Because everyone got tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
Hell, I even got tired of seeing it. Hell, I was going for Flair at Bash at the Beach '94, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, I'm tired of seeing Hogan. And then that's where the Dungeon of Doom had to come into play.
Yeah.
Hogan ain't gonna work with a serious character. And guess what Vader was? He was a serious, tough fucking character. So guess what happened? You know, I remember this episode of fucking Bash at the Beat, Clash of the Champions. I can't remember who the fuck it was. So Hogan and Savage taking on. I can't remember if it was fucking his boy Beefcake and Sullivan or Arn and Flair. I can't remember which one.
It's one of the two.
It was one of the two. And Vader came in because they're hyping up their match at Bash at the Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So Vader came in.
That was literally on a beach, by the way.
Yeah, it was really on a beach, by the way.
Yeah.
And we got that paper. We might review it sometime.
Yes.
Have to be in the next summer.
Yeah.
Because I ain't doing it this time. And so fucking here comes Vader in a fucking Reeboks fucking gear. You know, fucking jogging gear. Here he comes.
Yeah.
And he goes in there. He attacks Hogan. I was like, all right, cool. And then he goes, and then he's setting him up for the big Vader bomb, the power bomb. And he gets Hogan up. Of course, Hogan barely could get up. You know Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan don't do what he wants.
I see. Do it.
Yeah, fucking power bombs, fucking Vader power bombs Hogan, right?
Yeah.
From this Clash of the Champions, and he just gets up and fucking no sells. You just no soul fucking Vader's finish.
Did that piss you off?
That pissed me off right there. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Hogan.
Well, you know what?
And I was like, well, that killed Vader.
Well, what do you do?
And Vader can't fucking beat. And then Bash at the Beach, of course, Hogan wins.
Well,
I heard Hogan didn't want to work with him.
well, my question is this: Did he jump up with that and hulked up?
Oh no, he just got up with the grease of these.
Oh, the stupid faces.
All the stupid idiotic faces he does. And
I hate Hogan. I really do.
I'm sorry, I was a Flair fan more than a Hogan fan.
I'm nobody fan.
I'm not either fan anymore.
Fuck Flair and fuck Hogan.
This was before Flair became insane.
Okay.
In the end.
Before it became insane.
And then the Bash at the Beach, he fucking beats fucking Vader. And then, of course, Hogan didn't like how he was getting hit. He was almost acting like a prick like Michaels was.
Well, it ain't ballet.
That's true. He was acting like a prick like Michaels was.
I am like Jim Cornette. You know, when you go into wrestling, it ain't ballet.
In fact, he didn't like the way Vader was fucking working with him.
That motherfucker ought to know that.
Because Vader's stiff. Well, that's the way Vader fucking works with people. And to me, that's the best way it should be. You want
to know why? Why? Because he spent so much time in Japan.
He worked in Japan. That's how Japan works. You lay it in. And Vader
Hogan, we seen your matches in Japan.
Yeah, fuck, you should have been used to it.
You should have been used to it.
That's what I was saying. The goddamn Hogan stopped whining like a fucking red and yellow red bitch like you are.
And you fucking whining and bitching because Vader's beating the fuck out of you?
That's the way Vader worked. And no,
And that motherfucker's been in Japan too. He knows how Japan wrestles.
And fucking Vader staying in WCW. Why? He was gonna get rushed by the Hogan train like he did before.
Yeah.
So why the fuck? And then when he shows up at WWF, he got the same fucking treatment.
Yeah, when he hit
this time to a smaller guy.
This time to a smaller guy who thought he was more over than what he is.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, old Hickey?
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler.
I'll tell you right now.
But guess what? I agree with every single thing you're saying.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, like fucking. Once Vader showed up at WWF, fuck, he was getting a big push. I remember his debut. He squashed Gorilla Monsoon for God's sake. They were pushing him over as a fucking monster. And then fucking here comes fucking Shawn Michaels to ruin everything, like a fucking bald-headed fucking NXT cowboy hat prick that he is. Saved ya.
One eye up, one eye down.
Saved.
He hit me too hard.
He might have bitched him.
He hit me too hard.
He fucking threatened fucking Vader's job. Hey, if you don't go light on me, I'm gonna get your fat ass fired. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
So you know what, Shawn? Fuck you. You're the prick that should have been fucking fired. You fucking googly eyed motherfucking fucking iguana-eyed motherfucker.
Yeah, you see Iguana's eye on Red Dead. Look at her eyes. Look at close up at their eyes. They're like this right here.
I know Levante and Mike Sears. I know your boy Shawn, but come on, let's be honest. He was a prick. You seen iguanas? They had those eyes, same as Hickey. I'm calling him the iguana eyes. You would have robbed me for his eyes.
I felt sorry for Vader.
I did too, because he was a great fucking talent.
First of all, he ran into the fucking Hulk Hogan train, and then he ran into Shawn Michaels' train. That they would just know where for Vader to go. And Vader to me was
especially in the American wrestling market.
They would just know where for him to go.
He was on the way to be a fucking top guy in WWF.
Huh.
Till fucking old iguana eyes fucking ruined it.
If it wasn't Hogan ruining it for him in WCW, it was Michaels ruining it for him in WWF.
Yeah, because.
So either way.
Well,
either fucking way.
Well, I can tell you one thing.
Vader's going to get screwed
Hogan.
one way or the other.
I can tell you one thing about Hogan, and I can tell you one thing about Shawn Michaels. If I'd been arrested when I laid it in, they wouldn't have got back up.
Laid in.
Yeah, I'd got fired, but I wouldn't give a fuck because the goddamn promotion would know how I wrestled.
You think that's what that
was? That's about it for me.
That's it.
Well, why don't you go over there and get those creams?
Creams.
As me and Tommy close this real fast. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to share it all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. You can also add me, Tommy, and Apostle on Facebook. If you're not a basement dweller and eat Zaplums for lunch. Yeah. And also, make sure that you guys also follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage, as well as follow me and Tommy on Instagram. No man ain't got no Instagram.
No, I have no Instagram. Don't care about it.
This motherfucker barely takes photos as it is.
I barely take photos of this. Fuck photos.
But nonetheless, also hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys because we're that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.